Something created on the internet in 2009 took on a life of its own. It spread across the world. It influenced real people to do real things. And to this day, nobody fully agrees on what it became. This is not a story about a fictional character. This is a story about what happens when an idea grows beyond the people who created it. It began on a forum called Something Awful, June 2009. A user named Victor Surge posted 2 black and white photographs, old-looking, grainy, the kind of image that feels like it was found in a box in someone's attic. In the background of each photo, standing among a group of children, was a figure, impossibly tall, thin beyond reason, no face, long arms hanging at its sides, wearing a dark suit. The caption beneath the first photo read, "Its persistent silence and outstretched arms horrified and comforted us at the same time." Victor Surge created those images in an afternoon. He invented the captions. He made it all up, completely, deliberately, from nothing. But something about those images hit differently. Within hours, other users began adding their own entries, their own photographs, their own accounts, each one building on the last, each one treating the figure, now called Slenderman, as if it had always existed, as if they were uncovering something rather than creating it. Within weeks, it had spread beyond the forum entirely. Stories appeared on blogs, on video channels, in image boards across the internet, each one adding new details, new rules. Slenderman stalked children. He appeared at the edge of forests. He caused memory loss, paranoia, and what people online began calling slender sickness, a creeping feeling of being watched, of something standing just outside your field of vision. Nobody had coordinated any of this. It grew on its own, organically, like something alive. By 2010, Slenderman had his own video series, Marble Hornets, a found footage project that ran for years and pulled in millions of viewers. The lines between fiction and reality blurred deliberately. The creators never fully confirmed what was real and what was staged. The audience debated it obsessively. Some began reporting that after watching, they started seeing the figure themselves, in photographs, at the edge of their yards, in the dark outside their windows. Psychologists later described it as a textbook example of social contagion, a shared idea becoming a shared experience. The brain, primed by fear, finding patterns where none existed. But then something shifted, and the story stopped being abstract. 2 12-year-old girls in Wisconsin lured their friend into the woods. They told her it was a game. What happened next was not a game. Their friend was found hours later by a passing cyclist. She had been seriously hurt. She survived, but only just. When investigators spoke to the 2 girls, they said they had done it for Slenderman, that they believed he was real, that they needed to prove their loyalty to him, that he lived in a mansion in a forest called Nicolette, and that if they did what he asked, he would let their families live. Both girls were 12 years old. Both had been reading Slenderman content obsessively for months. The case sent shockwaves through conversations about the internet, about fiction, about how young minds process the line between story and reality. One of the girls was later found to have an undiagnosed psychiatric condition. The other maintained for a long time that Slenderman was genuinely real. Researchers and psychologists who examined the case were careful to note that Slenderman did not cause what happened. But they were equally clear that the content created an environment, a deeply immersive, deliberately ambiguous world, that a vulnerable mind could not distinguish from reality. Victor Surge, the man who created those 2 photographs on a quiet afternoon in 2009, gave an interview years later. He said he never imagined it would leave the forum. He said he felt the weight of what his creation had become. He never intended any of it. He made 2 images. The internet did the rest. Here is what I keep coming back to. Slenderman was invented by one person, fully, completely. And yet within months, people across the world were reporting genuine fear responses to him. Genuine experiences. A fictional figure generated real psychological effects in real people who knew, or should have known, that he was not real. What does that tell us about the stories we choose to believe? about the line between fiction and something that starts to feel like more. I don't have a clean answer to that. I'm not sure anyone does. So let me ask you this. When you first heard about Slenderman, did any part of you, even for a second, wonder if there was something behind the fiction? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, cases that sit right on the edge of what we can explain, subscribe, because we are nowhere near done.